What I discovered after creating and running over 28,650 ad variations. That's right, today I want to be taking you behind the scenes to how I literally think about ads, the different hooks, the different opens. Why is that important? If you're running any type of ad campaign, you're gonna realize that if you wanna scale something that's profitable, the most important thing is to constantly combat ad fatigue. So if you have one winning ad, I would love to be able to spend millions of dollars on this one ad if it's profitable. However, the problem is that if I try to just scale by increasing budget, what's going to happen is that Facebook is going to eventually hit ad fatigue and it's not going to be that profitable. So how do we combat this? So rather than scaling vertically, which is to increase ad spend, we want to be able to scale horizontally. And that is where you want to be able to have more variations. So today in this video, I'm going to be taking you behind the scenes to literally how I create ads by literally creating one in front of you. I'm going to go on Facebook Live, and if you stayed through the end of this video, you're going to be able to see how you can do that as well and how you can create these type of ads with different hooks on the fly. Right? So let's begin. So normally what I normally do when I first want to think about running an ad, I always think about the most ridiculous open ever. And it's going to sound crazy. Now, why do I do that? It's because I would say when I was first starting out 15 years ago, it was very common that in the digital marketing space, marketers in sales letters or VSLs, video sales letters, would utilize something really ridiculous as the open in order to hook somebody's attention to stay till the end of the video. So it would be like, you could open something like this. Over the next 7 minutes, I'm going to show you why this half-rotten banana is literally the secret and the key to personal development, right? Now, it's going to be something ridiculous, and what does it make the viewer feel? It's going to be like, man, like, what does this have to do with resulting? Okay, now that's the hook. Now, when it comes to ads, it's the same thing. When I want to create a different ad variation, one of the methods and the frameworks that we utilize is how can I take one of the most ridiculous things that seems that there's no real connection and create a bridge to what it is that I want to be able to offer. Okay, so we're going to do that together. So I'm going to begin with the end in mind. So to begin with the end in mind, I know that one of the things I want to be able to get my audience to do is I have a webinar that's happening soon. Now, by the time you're watching this video, this webinar would be over. I'm not trying to get you on a webinar. I'm trying to show you behind the scenes to how I think about ads, right? So this webinar over here that's going to be happening soon in 17 hours, I want to be able to create an ad for it to fill it up. Okay, so all I'm going to do is I'm going to think about, okay, if ads and this ads workshop is the end goal, how can I create a hook? So, and because there's 5 things I'm going to be teaching on this webinar, I'm thinking about what are different things that has got 5 things, okay? So this could be like the 5 rings, right, in Marvel Infinity War. The example I'm going to use is this, okay? This picture of, man, it's been a while now, but this would be Captain Planet. This is a cartoon I used to watch when I was a kid. So I'm going to use this as a hook, right? Because the hook is something that makes a person go like, huh? So the first piece, you must have 3 ingredients, okay? Number 1 is like the scroll stopper. So what I'm essentially doing is I'm going to take this thing that's going to interrupt somebody's feed as they're scrolling, that makes them stop the scroll and give me that first 3 seconds of attention that makes them go, huh? Right? This could be the headline, this could be image. This is literally the first 3 seconds. This is the thumbnail, okay? Which is what you're gonna see me do in a second, okay? The next thing that happens is when you have a scroll stopper, it must be able to connect with number 3. Now, what is number 3? Number 3 is the call to action, right? This is, so click on this link below to download this checklist, to participate in this webinar, to download this cheat sheet, to get this share funnel, to get this book, just cover shipping, right? This is the call to action. So the question is, how do we interrupt somebody's feed? And without making it like a clickbait, make sure that there's this bridge and this congruence. Now this is where I gotta be able to add some sort of value, right? This could be through entertainment, this could be through education, demonstration, right? In one way, shape or form, right? Through some sort of story, okay? So these are mainly the three moving parts whenever I think about utilizing more ads, more variations in order to get somebody to click. So what I'm gonna do now is in real time, I'm literally going to utilize this process here, right? And what's gonna happen is, you just follow me over here. What's gonna happen is I'm gonna go live. I'm gonna take my phone right now. And as you can see, this is where I'm gonna go on Facebook. And I wanna start off with some sort of pattern interrupt, some sort of attention grabber. Okay, so this could be the title, right? That makes the person go, huh, what's going on? And at the same time, it's going to be selfie mode over here so that this thing adds X the scroll stopper. Like, what is Captain Planet, right? Have to do with this result. The next thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna need to put in my title, okay? So let's call it, what was the name of the thing here? It was 28,650 ads, okay? What 28,650 ads has to do with Captain Planet. Captain Planet. Eventually, I'm gonna go live right now, but the organic on the live does not matter. What really matters is that this ad, this Facebook Live rather, is going to be turned into an ad. Okay, so it doesn't matter if there's only 3 people on or 25 people on, 200 people on. The whole goal here is to take that live and run it as an ad. Okay, so what 28,650 ads has to do with Captain Planet? Now again, if I'm going to start with this video, right, which is over here, that makes the person go, huh? Right? Okay, so this is the pattern interrupt. I've got my pattern interrupt ready, right? It's a new talking angle, and I am going to begin in what 20. Now, notice right now I do not have my link yet either. Why? Because Facebook initially doesn't like the link. I'm going to get my audience to comment and put the link in the comments, and that's going to be way more powerful than me putting the link initially. Now eventually I'm going to edit this video, the description, and put the link there, but right now notice it doesn't have any link. Okay, so beginning in 5, 4, 3, wait, let me just start and take a look. 3, here we go. So the question is, what does Captain Planet have to do with running ads successfully? Hey, today I just stumbled upon this really old picture, and this was a reminder to me of a cartoon that I used to watch as a kid. Now, how many of you here, you've ever watched Captain Planet before? If that's you, just type in number 1 in the chat if that's you, and because I want to know how many of you here watched this when you were a kid. Now, if you're a millennial, probably you have no understand what this guy with green hair is all about. But today I want to be able to walk you through what this person here has everything to do with running ads successfully. Okay, now what does Captain Planet have to do with running ads successfully? Well, let me show you guys something. So right now I am going to go into my laptop over here, and I want to be able to show you this ad campaign. And you'll see that there's like 28,650 ads here. And that's right, if you want to be able to run ads successfully, you got to be able, let me just take a look at you guys for a second, to be able to understand this really important concept, and that is the Captain Planet concept, okay? This concept did not exist until today. Now, what is this? It means that if you want to be able to scale ads successfully, first of all, step number 1 is to, if you haven't already done so, you notice that I've been talking about this over the last few days. Go to adsworkshop.com, get yourself registered. If somebody can just type that link in the comments as well, we'll appreciate that. But let's talk about what Captain Planet has to do with running ads successfully. Here's what it is. How many of you here would like to find out what it is? Okay, it's this. Let's take a look at this screen right here. I don't know if you guys ever remembered this scene that will literally happen in every single episode. Do you know what it is? This would be some guy shouting, earth, fire, wind, water, and heart, right? And when the powers are combined, that's when Captain Planet would appear. Now, what if running ads was really the same exact thing? What are the 5 components that is required in order to run ads successfully? It's 5 things. Guys, how many of you would like to guess what these 5 components are? What do you think the first one is? Okay, what do you think is component number 1? What do you think component number 1 is that's required in order to run ads successfully? I would say number 1 is how do you write the ad, right? Now this would be your ad strategy, okay? Now, guys, if you want to learn something from this Facebook Live, number 1 is really your ad strategy, which is how are you writing these ads, right? Are your ads, is the messaging, right? The copy exactly. Is the messaging something along the lines of what most people say, which is amazing product for sale, right? Limited time off, 50% off, buy now, buy one, get one free, right? While supplies last. Now, that's how most people write ads. And quite frankly, those are most ads which is dry and boring with zero entertainment. And that's why most ads suck, okay? But that's number 1. The first component is just how do you write these ads? And that would be your ad strategy. Now, ad strategy, component number 1, is just this guy right here, okay? You can have one component, but it doesn't mean it's gonna do anything because there's just this dude over here that's saying earth, okay? And you could have amazing copy, but that doesn't mean that people actually buy, that people actually click, or people actually opt in. That brings us to number 2. Guys, let me know in the comments, what do you think is the next factor that is required in order to make sure you have a successful ad campaign? What do you think is number 2? Maybe somebody else says messaging, what's in it for them? You gotta know your customer, right? Your targeting. Okay, great. So this second component would be your conversion strategy, right? What are you doing to get them to convert? So this could be your targeting, right? Your audiences, right? And this would be the second thing that is crucial, which is this person over here, which is like fire, okay? And that brings us to number 3. When it comes to running ads profitably, and you know, right, next year and beyond, running ads and making sure these components right is going to be more crucial than ever. Why? Because if you take a look at marketers that is suffering right now, these are the marketers that either just has one of these 5 components or doesn't have all 5 in place, okay? And that brings us to number 3. What do you think number 3 is? Guys, let me know in the comments. What number 3 is? I would say number 3 is tracking. How are you tracking these people once they opt in, once they buy, so that you can find more of these same people, so that you can let Facebook know that, hey, this is somebody, a great audience, help me find more of these audiences, okay, tracking. And you can only do that if you have the right mechanics and right systems in place to track. Why? Because right now there's a big problem. After the whole iOS 14 update, people are not being tracked after 7 days. So you gotta be able to have tools in place to really make sure you're tracking these people who could be buying after that initial 7-day attribution window, okay? So we've covered number 1, your ad strategy, how you write your ads, right? Your conversion strategy, how are they converting? Number 3, this would be your tracking strategy, okay? That brings us to number 4, right? Earth, fire, wind, water. Okay, what do you think water is? If you want to be able to run ads profitably, I would say water is your scaling strategy. How do you scale? How do you find something that has got an initial spark where you're able to put $1 in and get back $3 out and scale? So there is vertical scaling, there's horizontal scaling, right? But it's how do you make sure you continue being able to spend more money each day while maintaining the margins. And finally, number 5, right? This dude right here, this would be, number 5, is evergreening it, right? Your evergreen strategy. How do you create a system or a process or a checklist or SOP so that there are new ad variations, new angles, new copy, new split tests that can take place even without you in place. So this would be through systems and processes, and in some case people if you're spending millions of dollars in ad spend. Right now, if you take a look at my campaign, you'll see that literally, if I tried to do it all alone, trying to create 28,650 ads in here, I would go insane, right? Obviously, there are different angles and ads and variations where it's not coming from me, but rather from systems and processes where I developed it once, but now the different variations take place because my team creates them based on the initial bank that I created. Now, if you want to be able to scale your ads profitably, it's the one thing that is truly going to separate and differentiate top 0.1% of marketers and everybody else. That's where I want to be able to invite you for an upcoming workshop. It's free. It's called Ads Workshop. This is the first time I'm doing it. Quite frankly, I don't know if I'm going to do it again. I got a lot of people asking me questions on ads and iOS 14 and next year and beyond, what's going to happen with the constant ad costs rising. First of all, I would appreciate if somebody can just type in adsworkshop.com in the comments. Somebody just type in Ads Workshop so everybody can see it as well, adsworkshop.com. And what's going to happen is you will see this site, okay? It's basically, if you like me to hold you by the hand and show you the blueprint of my top 0.1% of ad campaigns and what others are not doing, you can do so over here, okay? And this is where I'm going to walk you through my number one ad strategy, my scaling strategy, and finally, how do I evergreen everything, okay? And literally, that's how I have managed to scale my ad spend to literally over the years, tens of millions of dollars now on different ad platforms. And how we profitably did that, that has generated tens of millions of dollars. So if you want to be able to join us, if you want to be able to scale utilizing ads, which is the fastest way to scale any business, Ads Workshop is the place to go. I'm going to be starting soon, right? So you want to get yourself registered, add it into your calendar, and that's pretty much it. For some of you guys, I hope you guys are well, and take good care, and I will see you guys live, well, virtually, real soon. Adsworkshop.com. See you guys soon. There it is. So notice what I did is now the video is being published. Post. And the next thing I want to do is, YouTube doesn't like it that much initially if there's a link. So notice what I did. I got the audience to type in the comments, and now I'm going to put in the link over here before I run it as an ad. Okay, and that's it. That's how you're able to kind of give content, utilize different talking points, making your ads interesting, utilizing frameworks, and that's how I do it. Hope you enjoyed behind the scenes to this type of video. By the way, I noticed that, and I do realize that this is a very different type of video that we normally do on this channel. Let me know in the comments below what type of videos you enjoy. If you enjoyed this type of format, let me know your biggest takeaway. And as always, we're always giving away prizes and giveaways to 3 different comments, whether it's random comments or best comment for our upcoming events and workshops. So let me know what your biggest takeaway is, and as always, if you enjoyed this video, smash the like button, just help the channel out, and subscribe to this channel for more videos just like this one. Switch on the notification bell, and if you truly want to get good at ads, be sure to binge watch this entire playlist that's going to appear in front of you in about 3 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2.